New videos every day.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about fat, the scary subject, of fat. Okay, so most of the fats that I have out here are the ones that we've all been told are going to kill us, they're going to give us heart disease, make us fat. What else? High cholesterol, all these issues. And I'm here to tell you firsthand that that is absolutely not true. And fat does not make you fat if you eat the right kinds of fat. And the old fats are back in. The new fats just are out. They're the ones that should be outlawed. So these are all the old fats that our ancestors have been eating forever. They're actually really good for you, that your body's recognized. So I'll tell you about this one in a second. So this is really good quality olive oil. You can't actually buy this one, most likely because they're already sold out for future years, but it's Chafin family orchard from some of the oldest olive trees in the nation, cold pressed, just really high quality olive oil. This is a blend I talked about yesterday, Mary's Sauté oil. It's got a blend of coconut oil, olive oil, and sesame oil. So it's a really good blend of those three oils. It's balanced with all the different kinds of fats, and it's really good for sautéing and cooking. This is coconut oil. This is a coconut cream concentrate, so you can actually make it and make your own like coconut milk out of it. It does separate, and coconut fat rises to the top. The coconut oil was used back in the earlier part of the 1900s. Even at the movie theater, it was popcorn was popped with it. It was known to be a really good quality fat. It was often used for frying, and it lasted much longer than the new fats that are put in the fryers today. And this is a very stable quality saturated fat. So saturated fats will always turn solid at room temperature. If it's summer and your room or house is a little warmer, then it will become liquid. Where olive oil is a unsaturated fat, it's liquid at room temperature. This is palm oil, a really healing fat. It's mostly used in Africa. This is the only fat that's not an animal product that actually has vitamin A in it. It has high levels of vitamin A. You can tell from the color. It's not like a super flavorful, yummy fat, but it's very good for you. You can rub it on your body as well. And you can use it in baking, sautéing, stir-frying, whatever. But this has a lot of vitamin A. This has 8,335 IUs of vitamin A. That's more than 166% of your RDA of vitamin A. So this is a very healing fat. And unfortunately in Africa, these big companies have gone around and convinced the local peoples to use soy oil and canola oil and instead of traditional fats. So that's why traditional people's health is declining around the world, because they're starting to follow our ways, unfortunately. This is a traditional fat. This is a schmaltz. Anybody ever made their own schmaltz? This is a Jewish thing. It's chicken fat. Schmaltz is just another good saturated animal fat, but every fat has its own good thing about it. Beef tallow, that's another traditional fat. Up until relatively modern times, maybe the 80s, I can't remember when, but even McDonald's and fast food restaurants were frying French fries in beef tallow, which would be so much better for us if they were still doing that. And then they switched to all the industrial oils, canola, soy, cottonseed, corn oil. The food actually tastes much better too when it's fried in traditional fats. The fats last longer, They're much healthier to cook in. They don't turn into trans fats. Much healthier product overall. So maybe you're getting the idea that saturated fats are actually more stable. Like lard you can leave out, ghee you can leave out, schmaltz, coconut oil, butter to a point. They're more stable fats. They last longer. They're better overall for cooking. And the idea that they clog our arteries is simply not true. There's actually no proof of that whatsoever. There's a big myth that's been constructed to make us believe that. And it would take a long time for me to explain it all to you, but if you watch more of the video, the Nourishing Traditions video, you'll begin to understand more of that. And if you read these different books I'm going to show you later, you'll understand more of the story. So basically what you get from these good fats that we're missing when we don't eat these fats is vitamin A and vitamin D, the two most important vitamins, and the X factor. That's what Dr. Price found in all these different cultures. He called it the X factor because he didn't know what it was, but he found all these different cultures who were eating a lot of fat, a lot of animal fat, were eating something he called the X factor, and that is vitamin, it's recently been found to be vitamin K2. So these rich animal fats, saturated fats, have this factor which you really need to have perfect teeth and bone structure and optimal health. So also I notice when I eat more fat in my diet, I just don't need as much food. I don't need as much starch. I don't need as much bulk. Like I eat relatively small portions, but it's still very rich food, and I feel filled up and satiated like really easily and not craving. The fat really helps eliminate cravings and helps with weight loss as well. You just don't need as much bulk or as many calories. Thanks so much for watching. Please stay tuned for more cooking videos. And if you like this video, please rate it and subscribe to this channel. You can learn more about my classes and workshops on my website, thebarefootcook.com, www.thebarefootcook.com. Thanks.